Hey everybody. Um, just trying to get my meeting windows corrected here. Let's see. Hope everybody's doing okay today. Let's see. Um, I only have 4 people on. I'm checking to see if else is gonna get on here real quick. So, okay, we had a couple more people join. We're gonna just give it a minute here. Um, okay. All right. Got a few other people joining because I just posted the link in a couple chats. So, see if I can chat. So if people chat, I should be able to see the chat window now, I think. Back here. Let's see. All right, so we only have about 35 minutes or so to do this meeting before Zoom will shut us off. Right now, I'm still a free member on Zoom, so I have a 40-minute time limit. I'll upgrade that at some point, but right now I'm trying not to spend money on things I don't have to. So let's see. You don't have any sound, Pamela? You should have. Can anybody else hear me? In the text, can you hear me okay, or am I mute to everybody? Okay, Robin can hear me. Okay, so there's something going on. Either your volume's off or something. Um, so, all right. But we are recording, so I'll go ahead and kind of get going here. Right now, where we're at, phase 2. I'm giving them. They asked me this morning. They need a couple more days. So in a couple of days, that should be done, and I should be testing. Once I verify everything works out right, then I'll load everybody that's already in phase 2 into the new, phase 2 rebuild. So all the positions are there. Once that is done, then we will launch the phase 2 rebuild. And then when we launch, we're going to do a soft launch first, to our members. And that way, people that want to advertise other platforms, so what that can buy ad packs and get their ads ready. Then we'll fully launch. That way we can bring in a bunch of free members that get paid to click and look at ads. That way we have advertisements ready for the members that come in. They don't come in and find nothing that they can't earn clicking from. So we want to get as many people that want to advertise in quickly as possible. So the great thing about the phase 2 rebuild, not only is it a crowdfunding platform, you get a lot of pay-per-click systems where you join, you can advertise your businesses, people make 2 cents per click or whatever, it's great. 2 cents is not much money. And they usually limit you on how much you can make per day and stuff like that. So what I like about what we did with our phase 2 is it's still based on the crowdfunding platform. It's still got the matrix there. So when people join, even if they join for free as a free member and they just earn per click, before they can cash out their money, they have to become a paid member, which is the $7.50 to buy the position of the matrix, which keeps the matrix building. After they bought that one position, they can click and just pull out the click money if they want. 2 cents per click, whatever. So it keeps our crowdfunding matrix growing. Every package that is bought to advertise with includes a position in the matrix. That keeps it growing. So we have a lot of things in place to make sure it keeps growing the system all the time. There's referral bonuses kind of all over the place. I mean, if you bring in free members that are earning from clicks and things like that, as they're clicking on different programs and stuff or clicking different ads to earn 2 cents, even if you're their sponsor, you're earning like half a cent every time they click something. So if you brought in 100 people that are just clicking, they're not buying anything, they're just clicking stuff. If they click, 500 ads a day, it's $2.50 per person. Now, if 100 people did it, obviously it becomes a lot more money. So, I mean, there's little bits to earn there, but then there's also referral bonuses in the matrix. The matrix didn't change a whole lot from what phase 2 already is because I had to keep it on the same design because money's already been paid in and people already have positions. So the only changes I made was very slight changes that moved some money into referral bonus areas. So you'll see you get paid more from your referrals at certain points. The amount of money actually allowed you to make a lot more than what the old matrix did due to the referral bonuses and things like that. Like it might have cut $5 out of one level, but that became referral bonus money. So if you have 20 referrals, obviously when they hit that level, 20 times 5 is $100 instead of $5 you lost out on. Get what I'm saying? So I made little changes to push more money into referral areas so you can actually make more in the long run. But it's not a huge impact. You don't see a huge difference in the matrix. And obviously, I think I showed it before, we added one step. Like the current matrix was 3 2-level matrices. So you had complete level 1 and 2 on the first matrix, then you got paid. Then you completed technically it's level 3 and 4, second matrix, got paid. Then you completed level 5 and 6, the third matrix, got paid. Okay. Now instead of making it 3 separate matrices, because it's still one matrix, it's just 3 matrices, makes it look shorter. I just made it one matrix, so now instead of 6 levels, it's 7 levels deep. So we added one to make bigger pay, but the other ones didn't change it much, and you get paid on every level. Instead of having to complete 2 to get paid, you get paid on every level. And there was starting at level 4, 5, 6, and 7 all have huge referral bonus money set into it. So once your referrals hit level 4, you start pulling referral bonus money other than just the $1 from when they bought their position. Because obviously anybody you referred, as soon as they buy a position or buy an ad pack that comes with the position, you make that $1 referral fee automatically on their position. So but then starting at level 4, the referral bonuses get a lot bigger, and even bigger level 5, level 6, and level 7. So those changes, those should be done. Hopefully I'll be like I said, I should be testing it in the next 3 days, I hope. Once I verify we get everything correct, then once all that's right, then I will be transferring everybody's positions in from phase 2 to current in the same order into the new phase 2. Then we'll do a soft launch when I'll get our ads ready, get ad pack spot, which is put more positions in the platform, whatever. Then we can go out and really push it to people that either can't afford or whatever, want to earn from clicks, or just want a platform with real opportunities, because well, pay to advertise an opportunity unless it's real. That's one thing, like with Facebook and stuff. There's lots of groups to see opportunities. There's lots of scams on there because it's free advertising. Anybody, people don't pay big money to advertise scams usually. So that's what we're given, a cheap system for them to advertise, but at the same time, it's a paid system to advertise. So we can get those people that don't want to be subject to all the scams to come in to where, well, I mean, at least if it's a scam, the person that had to advertise it had to pay to advertise it. So, I mean, you can't stop, I guess I can't stop people from, advertising a scam, but I mean, if I was them, I wouldn't pay to advertise something I'm not making money on. So that's why I'm giving, like, we put this system in place to where you can advertise anything. Not Infinite Funds phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. You can advertise any program. And I think that was the best way to do it, is because, we have had some issues in phase 1 when we had people do scams and, take everything back from us, steal all that money. So once that happened, we shut down people being able to scam us as far as the money in the system. So now the money's safe. Everything that's been paid into phase 2 is still sitting there. Matter of fact, I'll just kind of show phase 2 money that has been paid in. I gotta get a code off my phone. Okay, so you can see that $4,565.62 here. Yeah, right here. That is everything that has been paid into phase 2. So that money is sitting there. Phase 2. So this is the admin account in phase 2. So this shows you how much money has been paid out in withdrawals. Okay, people that have made money in phase 2 already. Total commission that is sitting in the admin account, that we are money that has phase 2 is actually made. Remember, there's $7.50 per position. Dollar goes to referral fee, so that's $6, because it's $5 matrix, so that's $6. So there's an extra $1.50 left. Now in the new matrix, I've already credited a little bit, another 25 cents, so it's actually $6.25 that has to go into the system. So the other $1.25 that's left is where this commission comes from in phase 2. So that money is ready to be put towards phase 1. Let's see. The rest of that, the money that's sitting there, other than that money that's waiting to go to phase 1, if I subtracted those, is actually money that has to stay there, because obviously when people hit those levels, this is where the payout comes from. So that money's there. Let's see, 719 users, and that's, if you take that number, let's do it real quick, 719 members times $1.25. It's actually, well, actually I should have done $1.50. 7. That's $1.50 is 1,078. So, the extra 400 that would be sitting here, or almost 400, 350 or so, is because the members that signed up under admin, they got the extra $1 on the referral bonus too. So some of that extra is where that came from. So $6.20, or say $6 even, times 719 is 4,314. See what I mean? The money's sitting there. So let's see. Other than that, phase 3, what everybody knows is phase 3, Internet Wealth for You. It is coming along. We're still testing. Found a couple of things, like when I was putting in ads and stuff, the full size, they're making changes to it right now, of course. The full size ad was not working. See, nothing's working right at the moment because they're changing stuff. Yeah, they're making changes to it because I told them stuff wasn't working right. So right now, nothing looks right, but it was the full size ad wasn't working. The banner was, the small ad was working, full size wasn't working correctly. So, making some changes to that. Let's see. Let's see what else I was trying to do here. So phase 2, the new phase 2. The new phase 2. Well, I don't even have a login for it now because they're still working on everything. Yep. Set up yet, so. Yeah, other than that, that kind of gives you an idea where we're going. I was hoping to have further into testing this week, but I was sick. I wasn't I don't know what was going on. My body would get a fever and then I'd beat it, and then it would come back and I'd beat it. But every time my body's temperature raised even 1 degree, as soon as I hit like 99.5, my multiple sclerosis made my body go numb. I wasn't able to walk or get up or anything. So it was a rough week. But I have finally haven't had a fever for 2 days now, so I've been testing. I've been up moving around, so trying to get back into the groove and trying to get everything squared away. I'm hoping by next Wednesday we're ready to launch both. I was hoping this Wednesday. Obviously, phase 2 people need more time. Phase 3 is, phase 3 is a very detailed program as far as how it's written. So I'm not rushing. Phase 3 has to be perfect because there's a lot more to it. So, hopefully, I'm really hoping like next Wednesday we're launching phase 2, the rebuild of it, and phase 3 should be right behind it. So I know the phase 3 and phase 2 programmers both, they really want final payment, and money is sitting there for them, but it hasn't been paid to them yet. So other than that, I think that's pretty much it this week. Let me pull back up the chat, see if anybody has any questions. Let's see, where was chat control? See it. Trying to figure out why I can't see the chat window now. There it is. Phase 1 positions will start getting bought as soon as we have at least half of the money that was stolen from it by the scammers put back in. Like I said, we have about 1,000. Now that was, you gotta figure, that was the slow start of phase 2 was where that came from. Once we launch this phase 2 rebuild, our goal is to bring in, so many people so quickly to really push phase 2's new pay-per-click system that we grow at such a rate that we can get, $12,000-$13,000 replaced in a week or two. Now, if we can put that in there in a week or two, if we can really advertise the pay-per-click system once we launch it, if we can really get 12, 13 grand to roll in a week or two, then once that's in there, that'll set the next couple grand that comes in off the new phase 2, profit-wise, will be pushed straight into giving away positions. We'll literally do a random number drawing and just start pumping out positions. Yes, there is going to be a new link. What I'm going to do is, for the phase 2, the new link, I'll be sending an email out to everybody that's in phase 2 with the new link. You'll be able to use the way I plan it, unless I announce differently, like right before launch or something. The way I plan it is you will be able to log in using the email that you have on that account, okay? And do a forgot password. So that way you'll be able to reset the password. Because when I load it by in, I'll just set like different generic passwords throughout the system. So everybody should be able to log in with their email and do a forgot password so they can reset it and get into the system. That way, I don't have to try to get the password to every single member individually, verify they got it. Then I would have to make sure I don't set them the same, because once somebody knew one, they'd be able to get into other people's, stuff like that. So I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. But I mean, obviously I'll announce all that when we're ready to launch too, because we want to make sure everybody's already in phase 2. It's in the new system before we do a full-on public launch. We want to have a soft launch that everybody get any advertising they want to get, the advertising packs, get the ads ready. We want to get everything in the system. So we want people that are already in phase 2 to have that chance to get ready for their positions to start getting paid once we start bringing in a lot of people. Because you're already you're in the, you're the beginning of things. So as it grows, you're getting paid. So I only think it's right to make sure everybody that's already in has that chance to get those advertising, packages bought, and, get their positions set up and advertising set up. Because every package you buy technically is kind of like tipping people in. Because if people join for free and they can't afford, to pay $7.50 or something, they're clicking on ads, but they can't cash money out they earn from clicks until they become a paid member, which they can take from their wallet, buy a position. Technically everybody teamed up to pick one person in. So it's people teaming up all the time to pick people. Other than that, I'm trying to keep an eye on the time too, just so I know we don't go over. Yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Your old splash page, the one that I made you, is that what you're asking about, Eric? Okay. It will work in the meantime, yes. Now remind me when we're ready to launch, like as soon as you are logged into the system, into the new platform, you're going to want to message me or email me, send me your new URL, your um, referral link, your affiliate link, whatever you want to call it, because I may have to change that on the button in your splash page I made you. That way it forwards to the right page. So anybody using those ones, I'll talk about that once we're ready to launch to. Anybody that's using those, they'll need to contact me and say, hey, change my URL. Just so they go to the right page, not to the old one, because the old one was shut down shortly after. Other than that, read up, see if I didn't miss anything. Anybody else have any other questions at the moment? Maybe something I forgot or. So, I mean, yeah, we got 10 minutes left before the meeting shuts off. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, type those in chat, let me know. I think that's pretty much it. I want to get everybody up to speed on where we're at. I can't, I get some people message me and ask, what's taking so long? Well, my only answer is programmers, because, I'm not building it myself, so, I can't answer that question really. And I can't really, I don't know, I can't like make them be done right now. So I am trying to stay on them though, keep them moving. I ask them every day, how we doing? We're almost there. So that's news. Other than that, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna schedule the next Wednesday's live, and hopefully we're on, next Wednesday. Hopefully we're getting close to a soft launch for the people that are already in phase 2, and then we'll maybe plan the next Wednesday as the big launch, something. So yeah, I will keep everybody posted. That's all I have for now. But yeah, the plan is, once we get phase 2 launched, we really want to push it, put money back in phase 1. Once money starts going back in phase 1, we're going to start giving away positions in phase 1, get it jump started again. Then we'll have phase 3 internet world for you will be doing the same. It's going to be making profit that'll dump into phase 1. So yeah, that's our plan, and we're not giving up. And thank you to those that haven't given up on us. So, all right, thank you very much. Everybody have a good end of the week, good weekend, and I'll talk to you next week.